get my other phone. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's elevate the camera. Sorry about the rough ride. Let's get that nice little backdrop in there. Sound check. New headphones. Are we okay? Moscow. Hello, Moscow. Oh, the phone. Doesn't matter. I'm doing a video. It can wait. How many minutes? Are you coming in here? I'll go in there. Yeah, you wasn't here a minute ago. Hang on. We'll let everybody drop in. Well, please then. Let's go. Let's all swap rooms. Family. That's all good. Get it all for the evening, get settled, let everybody drop in. It's an important cast. How are we, everyone? Talk to me, Famaland, while we set up. I don't like it here, we always drop the phone. How are we getting on? Anyone been ringing GRO? If you have, let me know. It's hilarious. I've had to go live and talk about this because there's too many messages, too many things confusing every man. And yeah, I thought we'd go live and just encapsulate, talk about what you might be getting, hearing, seeing, thinking, what you might know. If you know something, let's have a chat. If you don't know how, get ready. Whoever just rang that number, you'll have to wait till I get back to you. I'll call you back. Let's see. Right then, so we're going to look at the comments and say hello first. Did you see Santos and Banacci and Jeremita? What? That was truly incredible and epic. Truly incredible and epic. Albert, Lev, yes, you can call me David or Indy. I like either, but I know what you mean there, Lev. Respect, brother. Full disclosure from man. Not sure if you put humming. What do you mean humming? The new headphones, Albert. Just me then. I'll fly on the wall. Winging life. New subscriber. Bosh. Oh, I don't see you very often. Nice one. I don't know if you're a brother or a sister. Yeah, it has gone. All right. Jerry. Fair play on the Indy Santos chat. Oh, come on. Let's hope that he's back. Let's hope that I hadn't even watched it. I had a little skip and I thought I'm too tired. I will watch it back just to see. We went everywhere, didn't we? Where didn't we go? And yeah, I was immensely tired. I've done a full week engagement, you know, creating net sales, yes, and it was very tiring that week, last week. And he came on early. We'd got it planned for 12. It was 10:30 when I was chatting on Skype to him, and then he says we can go now. I was like, what do you mean now? Okay, wow, it's happening, it's on. So we moved fast. I set it up early, didn't I, so you could have fair warning. And yeah, we moved fast, and 3 hours later I was very tired, I don't mind telling you. Very humbled, very honoured, not only to have Santos but to have Violet and hear what she does, get some insight about them personally, very personal. You couldn't get much more personal than that video. Tell me any man that's got that personal in a hangout like that. It just goes to show you the level of respect, the level of how the man flows, engages. It's why I love him, and why you like him or love him, whichever it is, or maybe not. He's not everybody's cup of tea, fair play. Just like I'm not. I'm being told I was very calm. It can be done. It can be done. All right, Jerry, let's move on. Albert, I'm all ears, believe. Yeah, but what sex? Just curious. I like to know my demographic. Stuart of the Richardson clan. Oi, oi, Savaloy. Andy, 123. Andy Star, 123. Who's that then? Another new subscriber. Thank you, brother. Yes, Andy. That's a good clue there, Dave. Mandy, Diamond Media Mogul. Famaland's Good Rising. Rosen. All right, Martin. Yes. Hello, 26. Wow, it's a good evening cast here. What's going on? It's now what's on telly, like. Now what's on telly. All little bit, yeah. Buzz reverbing. Oh, I'll take the headphones out then. That's not a problem. It is a problem, but I'm not talking to anyone, so the mic will pick it up. Sales, sales, sells, sells, net sales. Yes, indeedy. Let me get my other phone. Let me just look at, I've just written something about in the post, and I've tagged it onto Facebook before we went live in SPLs and on my profile. So, I want to go online. Let me get that. Things to do with water, assets, frozen, liquidity, nets, sales, S-A-I-L-S and S-A-L-E-S, sales, assets, frozen, liquidity. There's got to be more, there is more. Not yet, you. I told you when I go live. It's not happening. Paper proclamations, boats, souls. Boats and souls traded via paper proclamations is what we've got there. Oh wow, really? Guinea pig demands and it gets fed instantly. Well done there. Who was that said that? Mandy. Well done, sister. Your phonics and etymology. Cock on. Angela, hello, sister. Has everyone here got a live birth certificate? That's it. I'm a bloke. Nice one, Fly. Thank you for that disclosure. It is nice to know. I love my figures and numbers. Martin, sound is fine. Alright then. Fly on the World, Chesterfield area, Northern Massive. Wash, Sheffield, 25 years, S8. I'm posher than Yow. No, joke. Chesterfield, Sheffield Rumble. It's worse than the United Wednesday derby. Oh, save me. Respect, Fly on the Wall. Thank you. I'm taking my headphones back tomorrow. Don't buy. No, I'm not going to say that. But yeah, it's a new brand, new work packet. A different brand, a new brand to me. Right then, so we're good. And we've got 29 in the house on this, the 3rd anniversary of the .com. Can I hear you? Thank you all. Greg, I haven't spoke to Greg or Andy, but what I'm going to say is, before we kick off about live birth certificate, certificate of birth, birth certificate, evidence of live birth and creditor certificate, I'd like to say the following. But I need a calendar first so I don't get it wrong. What's happened here? That pulled down, that's better. Out of there. There's a calendar. I need to get this right, or it could be very, very bad. It's a nice surprise for you. I thought of it today. So, what I will do is I will make a public declaration right here and now. I'm going to express an agreement, and the agreement is that all those already on www.splspro.com and all those that join by Friday the 7th of December, the year of our Lord 2018, will have a lifetime membership to the domain and trust. I will repeat that again clearly. Those existing family members that are on splspro.com and any that join up to our family and trust by Friday the 7th of December, the year of our Lord 2018, I will, Greg's going to hate me for this, G-Star, I'm sorry, Smithy, I was going to mention this morning and I forgot to, so we can do things and take, Andy and Greg and Andy, me, doesn't matter what order, we are in control of the trust on the private side and the .com, so we have the say, and we're managing it at the minute until we get the agents and further trustees in. So yeah, it'll be all right, even if I have to manually go through all of them and put lifetime subscription. That's what we'll do, just to say peace, love, thank you and respect, not because we're trying to trick you, because we're full disclosure. I'd like to say that those that have already given and had faith, we'd like to reward that faith. And as today, the 3rd of December, is 1 year anniversary since the founding day of the .com, then yeah, I think it's only just right and proper to say all those already in, and so others don't miss out. You want to come in and have a lifetime supply to a membership? Ooh, this could go bad. Yeah, I've just thought this could go bad, but still, it's life. You give. You've got to be shown to actions and words. So yeah, some of you will think, well, it's just a lifetime membership website, but you don't know what we do. Or maybe you do. So that's that. That's important. So that's that. Clean hands. If you hadn't have already joined, let me just talk about it, like to put it to Greg and Andy. If there was nobody that, not that they'd object, but just so I can say why I've done it. In my head, I thought today, bless everybody that's donated, that wants a hoodie, that wants a t-shirt, that wants some silver water, that's been to a seminar, that's commented on a video, that shared a video, that's in the Facebook group. There's a lot of interaction and a lot of stuff going off, a lot of really positive things, and we need to give that back. So as always, when we take from something, we must put back. This is the circle of which we know. Call it hermetic, as we mentioned on Saturday with Santos. Wow. Deep. So we give back, and I will give a lifetime membership to all of the existing members and the ones that join. When I say by Friday the 7th, when do I mean exactly? Good point. By midnight on Friday the 7th. So that's not Thursday night, midnight. That's on Friday when it gets to midnight, and then it's 1 minute past midnight on Saturday the 8th. It's finished. It's back to normal. All right, so that's that. Let me look at your comments, and then I'm going to talk about the order of certification, what they do. And these boat people, you know, record of a certificate is a record. It's to the sea, to Regina, registration is to the monarchy. So we get that out straight away, so you know where you are with record and register. And certificates. Right, let me get on here, get you to your comments. If you have rang or made an appointment to go and see the GRO, let me know. Let me see if you've had a conversation with an agent, or you've perhaps spoke to a registrar. Let me know, please. That'd be interesting. I've had a few emails, a few messages, and I know quite a few have. I might want a drink though. No drink. 1 minute, excuse me. Oh, thank you. And we are loaded. It's a nice boat, that, isn't it? Good thumbnail. What? Good thumbnail. Thank you. YouTube channel, Dodgy Doctors and Space Cowboy. Epic, brilliant. I just thought, as we're talking about paper proclamations and trading souls with birth certificates, let's have a boat on. SPL's Pro, SPL's Pro is in the harbour of the United Kingdom. We've parked up. That's our escape pod, by the way, should we need one. I wish. Right, live chat. And then we're cracking on. It's not going to be a long one. Pens, papers, to the ready. Oh, yeah. Your pillows. And we just catch up, see if there's any. I want to know if anyone's rang the GRO. Somebody, there's none of the 37 watching have rang the General Registry Office and spoke to a registrar since watching Romilly Stewart, the birth certificates, the two birth certificates. I'm from Abbeydale Road. I fly, wow. That's, when I'm next in, my man used to live at, I can say this now, you know on Abbeydale Road where you got the snooker shop, you got the Chinese, just on there. Just on there. It's a small world, isn't it? A small world, brother. You're not from, you used to reside around about the S9 area. You're from your mum. You're from, oh, speaking of from, check this out. Jesus was actually most likely a Jew, yes? The Christian religion come from where? The Middle East. So why has Christianity became some kind of identity, but not actually, no one practices in it? George Carlin, Christianity, it's a fantastic idea. When's man going to start practicing it? Well, that said, Christianity, Jesus, most likely, definitely a Jew, okay? Christianity originated Middle East. We've got all this problem with the Muslims, and not I haven't got a problem, politics has a problem, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants have a problem, these ones that used to have, you know, we're not even go there. So just remember that Christianity, that this country is, not the Catholic religion that's bonded us with the certificates that we're going to talk about, but the Christian church, Anglo, we could call it, Anglo church, yeah, Anglican, Anglo, Church of, the king that made it, you know the story. So, and why? It just fascinates me. It was just a thought I had today, like, so we have all this political unrest and hatred and watering down and such things as, and I'm seeing it before my eyes, like we're seeing the Conservative Party disintegrate before our eyes, you know, not only resigning from the most important negotiation since the Second World War, those two Conservative cabinet shadow, etc., but it's really just incredible, the realm that we're in, and the things that are happening, what we're seeing before our very eyes. And this is something I've wanted to say for a bit, that I believe Jesus will have been a Jew, like Jupiter that Santos mentioned on Saturday. That blew my mind again. Astro-theological conceptualization. So we say the Son of God. When we mention Ra, Elohim Ra, that is the sun god. It's a circle, Son of God. There it is, Bosh, that word, Son God, the Son of God. There in the sky is a sun. It's the Son of God. What? Too many sons and gods. I get that, yes. Just thought I'd mention, it's very, very interesting. And this bit where you're crossing and you're going all the way down, you go up a little bit, and you go that way and that way, it's an upside down cross. It's a little bit worrying to me. Blood, body. Anyway, certificates, I know, certificates. We're getting there. I'm just letting everybody get climbing. We're at 41. I'll let it climb. I'll waffle on a bit so others that come, I won't have to repeat it. All right then, let's go again, and let's see what's happening. Wow, there's a lot of comments. 41, okay. Calm down, everyone. I'm going to see Albert's doing the links. Thank you, Blue Man Group, for doing the do and on for Saturday. Immensely busy on Saturday. 500 views in 24 hours on that video. No adverts, you see. No money. No monetary gain. Santos can download that, as I said, and he can host it on his, and he's welcome to get the gain. We have the gain from the covenant we have with the big man, and this covenant is pretty strong. We're finding out it's very strong. Very, very strong. So get to your comments, and then we're going certification. Mark Christopher got me into this. Okay, well, I'm glad you're watching me now, fly on the wall. I'm not going to get into anybody else. I talk about myself. I'm responsible for myself. I'm responsible for what I say, but I'm not responsible for what you do with it or how you interpret it. I will move on from that man. I've made my comments on him in previous videos. Mandy, noted, but I don't know about 4 signatures and whatnot. Just bear with me, all right. You're from Sheffield yourself? Amanda Phillips, Bosh, SA crew, by any chance? Anywhere near where I used to live? Woodseats, Aberdale, Derby Street, Sheffield 9, Tipton Street, Winkerbank. Wow, I've been all over. Parsons Cross, Sheffield 5 was crazy actually. That was in the early days. Crabtree Close, Norwood. There you go, near Northern General. Lovely place, brilliant people. I like what I say, and I say what I like. Bosh. As for pikelets, bread cakes, baps, buns, it's proper political up there with bread. Sorry. Happy anniversary, well done you, well done us, well done SPOspro.com, well done G-Star, quite arguably the best technician and brethren man could ever have to cry to and shout at and tell him and say it's not working, I've broken it, Can you fix it? How does this work? Why isn't that, you know? Thank you very much to G-Star, because he's been involved for 9 months now. He is taking roughly £50 a week that we're going to sort him out for the monitoring, maintenance, you know, so forth and so on, that the trust is absorbing. I'm going to sort him out, and when it can't, I put it in out of my pocket till the fund's built up. The investment and the funds and the advice that is given for this website, there's nothing like it. Man comes on to spowspro.com and says, Dave, it's a bit posh in here, isn't it? What's all this? I'm like, well, yeah, I'd say what we would like. I have it here. And then it gets out to Greg, and Greg sorts it. Warren of the Bell clan, family, tribe, he was involved 12 months ago. This time last year, then myself, and then Warren came on. And then we had G-Star appear latter, earlier part of this year, after me and Warren had been on. So, and Andy is going now on the .com. He has a forum. I've put Santos a lifetime supply, a lifetime supply of law, no, a lifetime membership, and his soulmate, Violet, not Victoria. I nearly addressed her as Victoria. Addressed her. What's your address? That word? Yeah, Violet. May is it? So yeah, excellent. You lot have all got your who's on there. You'll have a lifetime account membership forever. And the site's not getting sold. It's not going to go down the same route as getoutofdebtfree.org. It's not a free man type crazy place. It's an honourable, you know, private community open to all blood. I'm getting comments saying that you're posting the .com hyperlink into chats and into America and into Australia to tell them that the Anglo brethren have got it locked down, lock, stock, two smoking barrels kind of a thing here, but without the violence, without the ill will, frivolity or vexation, remaining sovereign, compelling with spells, you know, spell casting my web, net income. Oh, boat people everywhere, boat language. We've cracked it like a 1,000 eggs being dropped from the edge of space, you know, landing before man now. You know what I mean? That's how we've cracked it. When we say we've cracked it, we're so lucky, honoured, privileged, right back from John Harris upwards till now, right back from Alan Watts, right back from Napoleon Hill, right back from Babylon, Arcadia, Sumer, you know, Kem, Egypt, Greece, Enoch, Enki, Jesus, Judah, Thoth. Wow, it's just incredible where we've gone and what we've done, and to be able to recall it, recite it, bounce it off a man like Santos, and working slavery, you know, servitude, 40 hours, and doing the .com, grafting to go and get the material, the merchandise. We're putting in the effort. Anybody says that this is a free ride or this, that, the other, they don't have to be here right now, and they don't have to do this. I want to do it because we love you, and man's in a bit of a mess and a tangle. The language is confusing everybody. The gatekeepers are playing and doing the job as they're instructed. I am very curious as to what will appear in 3 weeks, because I haven't said I'd go to Liverpool, Merseyside and collect it from the General Register's office. I didn't bring up Rugby office, where I was born, of this landmass, the geographical location known as Rugby. I'm not speaking legalese, I'm at ease, and I'm speaking babble, so don't judge me. So, you know, I GRO'd it, and yeah, I just thought I'd try it out first off, and it went well. And I was, what day did I do that cast and let you know? I can't remember. Friday morning, 8:05. I think Romney's video, the 2 birth certificates, and the Justinian Deception channel. You will find it on there. Search Justinian Deception, or any of the admins. Albert, I suppose you've already posted the link, haven't you? Somebody will have, so thank you. That's what we're on about. So after this video, if you don't know what we mean, go and watch the Justinian Deception, the 2 birth certificates, and then go and search Indy's this channel videos that I've uploaded and done, and I'm the author of, and look at anything to do with fictions, persons, claim of rights, notice of intent, understanding, allodial title claim. Look at the proclamations of the Catholic Church, which is the bondage side, with Pope Boniface, Unum Sanctum 1302, come on, I still struggle with this one, and I've said it so many times. 1533 convocation, 1537 attorney regis, is it? 1402 somewhere in there. Actually, I've gone wrong. CQV is 1533, 1402, 1533. I'll get there. I'm tired. Don't see. Use your own due diligence. It'll become like, you know, when you're dyslexic, tired, ADHD, a little bit crazy. It's hard when you know, in this state. So check out what I say. Don't trust me, don't believe me on that. Go and verify it. Due diligence. Jesus, I downloaded it and was shocked to see it in black and white. What you on about, Amanda? Let's go back up. I'm going to go through your comments first, and then 49 in the house on a, wow, on a weekday, on a school night. Thank you very much. On this Monday, the anniversary of the SPL's Pro.com. We've already had the 3-year anniversary since the founding day of the Facebook Trust, so that's a milestone in itself. I've worn a big t-shirt, look, can you tell? Right. Let me take this one and this one. Let's go this way a minute. I'm going to give the ladies a bit of peace before we crack on. I'm going in here. I like it in here. It's quiet, and then they can have some peace in the living room. We can get down to it, down and dirty. All right, 1 minute. It's worth the wait, I promise. One day we'll get professional. First, knowledge, information, the trust, then the studios. Then the land, then the acquisition. Yeah. And I need my stool. Get a stool for the fool. 1 minute. I'll close the door, you can have some peace. Then I need to eat. I haven't even had any tea. I've had a sandwich all day. It's no wonder I'm thin. Yes, I do need to eat more. I don't eat crap, and I only eat nice things. Brown bread, brown pitters, not too much sugar. I worked out earlier that I have 7 sugars in a flask every day, and I worked out how many days in the week there are and how many 7 sugars I have times 5, and I was quite, you know, amazed. It was just under 300, and I still like this. So yeah, I'm not eating enough, I know that. And you've got a lot of energy and you smoke. It's not good. I need to eat more. I was just saying to Brother Serge the other day, we're too thin, I'm too thin, and they've got a gym there in the corner, no time to use it. Right, we're going to go for your comments later. There's too many. Thank you for that. Honoured and humbled. What I'd like to do is talk about the order of which certificates are created and what happens. And if anybody's got anything other to say, then we'll chat about that. Who's been to the GRO? Rang them up. That's what I'm going to skim for now. Get rid, Dave, of the bags of sugars in your fluids. Yeah, I know, Angie, I know. Right, what are we doing here? Anybody? Hi, Mickey. 2 numbers. Yeah, Amanda, yeah. I'm not getting mine out. I used to get my person certificate out. I'm not getting mine out. What? Sounds like a Sheffield saying. Ding, dang, do. No. I'm not getting my person certificate out. I used to, but it's a private thing. Don't ever get it out. Don't show anybody, you know. Keep it private. Don't get it on camera. No need for that. You can go and have a look online at an example of a UK birth certificate. Yes, Albert, thank you for that. Anybody? Right, album number 2. Right, let me sort about that. Chill Star's in the house. Hello. Anybody seen Jonesy? It's a bit quiet. We see JJ anywhere. I used to call myself Water Flat Earth on YouTube. All right, Andy, no problem. Thank you. To do some catching up with your channel. Thank you. A fly on the wall. When I'm in Sheffield, I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll go live and go, man's in Sheffield, and we'll see who's on, and we'll link up. How's about that? We'll have a pop-up seminar. Why don't we do that? I'm in Sheffield. Where are you? Calling all sovereigns in the local area for X amount of hours. We'll link up. I know what Northerners are like. It'll go down proper bow, I tell thee. All right, guys. GRO. So nobody's rang up the GRO. Jones is in the house. What? Hello, brother. Just can't shift the reptile. What's all that about? Okay, no. Yeah, that's why Amanda, yes, Berthson's, yeah. It's all there, JJ Odyssey. He was a Roman, so what's going on here? Hey up, Barnes, how you doing? Michael of the Barnes clan. The pharaohs still rule today. That's why there's obelisks in Washington, Vatican, and London. Phallic objects. We've talked about penis, penal, and pineal, and penal teas, and bull, bulls, bulla, Leiden bulla, bulla papilla bulls from the Vatican, the Catholic house there, ox, fort, Knox, ox, bull, bulls, penises, boats, water, contractions, oh, it's cold, it's contracted, look at the language we use. When something like metal gets cold, it contracts. Contract, it's just weird rubbish. And like, you got Santos saying, oh yes, you're quite lucky. And he's like, oh yes, no he doesn't, he's bloody Australian idiot. Santos saying Anglo, English is quite lucky to have the language that we do, because it's quite straightforward. Crucifixion, cross or fiction, and the things that they put is like it gives it to you. The words they use. Somebody gave me CQV, CEST-QV, how to say it properly, CEST-QV, and what it means. The body is something, or I don't know, yeah, and it's like in the Latin, it's not mortgage, you use mortgage, didn't he, as an example, and it's there, it gives you, it's not written in Hebrew, it's not written in Sanskrit, but pharaohs, all capitals, pharaohs, hieroglyphs. So where we've got the Oxford Concise, no, not the Oxford Concise Dictionary. We've got the Oxford Styles Manual. USA, you've got the Chicago Styles Manual. And you've got in there about the corruption of texts, capitals, Romilly Stewart, Justinian Deception, Glossa, Ancient Latin, the hyphenated, all capitals, dogma, glossa, Ancient Latin, capitalization, what it stands for, corporate, corporation, corpses, dead, fictions, souls, certificates, boats and what? Boats and hoes is what they said on Step Brothers, didn't they? I'm on a boat. When my people get put onto boats, I'm doing workmanship. I'm on a ship now, 40 hours a week, and I don't want to be on one, and we know we shouldn't be on one. The language is there, workmanship. I want to get off that. 53. Wow, thank you. Right, let's talk about certificates and order of then, because that's why you're here. Let's go. So, Mummy has contractions, and she gets told biologically, little one's coming, little David's on his way. So my mum goes to the telephone, whatever, hospital, it's the ambulance rung, sorry, telephone, ambulance, hospital. Let's get it right if we're going to talk about certificates, eh? And she goes to the hospital, the sister, the ward, booked in, registrar is there, consultant, sister of the ward, look what they are and where they come from and everything, you know that. And then get put in a labour ward whilst the inducement or management is happening and the dilation of the women. You're going to love this, we know a lot about babies and women. Dilation of the fallopian tube is happening, and yes, the doctor will check at the dilation, the waters if they're broke or not, ask if mother's in pain, check the blood pressure, the temperature. I'm going into it just for the women, just so they know we care, and we know, men know the pain, the danger. All fathers know that are good fathers. Anyone can sire, a son or daughter. Siring is easy, that's right, sire. Oh yes, you sired it, did you? Yes, created it, set laws. But to be a father, it's rather more of a task. So that's that part. We're now going to the delivery room. Right, Amazon, Tesco, Asda, Walmart, all of the corporate, organisations that are out there, limited not to them, but the bigger ones, conglomerate ones, they all deliver what? Products. So your baby's gone, the mum's gone to the delivery room for the doctor. Dock, boats, dock, yes, dock. They'll dock you to anything, really. They need to get you docked. And that's what happens to man. So here we go. Now we've got the anaesthetist on the scene. The delivery room's looking busy. The midwife is there. There's a doctor there. We've got everything ready to go. Dad and mum clenching the hands. The sweat's running. The heart machine's going. Beep, 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 beep. You know what it's like, mums and dads. Am I taking you back? It's proper emotional when this happens. I've been there twice. I've sired two, sons as it happens. And wow, yeah, I was there both times. And once I cut the cord. Ugh. Never seen anything. Placenta, hemorrhage, she hemorrhaged 5 pints. Hemorrhaging 5 pints. There was steamy blood coming off the bed. Wow, there was a newborn baby, and there was me. That was the first one. I was like, oh, you were £8.12. Quite a long labour. 5 pints of blood. Placenta. Sorry, everyone, but, this is life. This is man's business. And, right, back to the delivery. We're ready. And, they say, right, you're dilated enough, start pushing now, all the gases and that's going, dad's hand's getting crushed, like maybe getting sworn at, and the mum's pushing, waters are broken, full dilation, doctors at the end, midwife, whatever you want to call them, not a registrar or a consultant, and the mum's pushing. As she pushes, the doctor will bit the bottom. Oh, I can see the head. You know what you're doing? You are what? You are crowning. You've just been sired, now you're being crowned. Being crowned and you're coming out and you're being delivered now. Right, so here we go with the language, the Egyptians, the Romans, the Phoenicians, the Admiralty, the legal system, the contract. Well, delivery. You're being birthed now in a legal arena, in a military installation, in a ward of the state as a product under, all these constructs. So this is natural at the minute. This is as wholesome as it gets. This is why home births would be 100% better option, because of where you are and how you're delivered, what happens, well, how you're born. Yes, let me get these words right. So, the mum, hospital, delivery room, doctor, fallopian, dilation, crowning, coming out, right, they're there now, and what's happened? Come out, being delivered. Oh, baby's been birthed. It's a healthy boy, £8.12. So, it's not been birthed in our realm, which is not legal, which is not contract, which is not ecclesiastical, which is not public as such. It's a private business we're doing, but we've gone to a public place to do it. We've got born a son or daughter, what man has done in the private. The legal system recognise it as a birth. So that's a B-I-R-T-H, which is comparable to B-E-R-T-H, which is the boat people's clever way of disguising a product being born from the birthing canal. So it's not that, because when a boat is made and a boat is launched, it comes down a birthing canal. The product is shifted off and the champagne smashed on the side. So we call it born, they call it birth. At that point, there is a certificate of birth created, and they will ask if there's a given name, a Christian name, a given name. If you're not Christian, it's a given, or there might not be a decision made yet. It might be a surprise. I didn't know I was pregnant. What do you mean you didn't know you was pregnant? It does happen. I've been told a few times myself by some sisters, let me tell you. And yeah, baby pops up, surprise. So the certificate of birth is created then. And if there is no name, it will be annexed to that name, surname that's put on that, certificate of birth at the point of registration at the GRO. So number one is that. There is also other things happening at this stage. I'm not going to go into that. You can fill the room in and put your own bits in. It's my video and it's about certificates only. So disregard what else is going to go off there, but what statisticians get and prints and weight, worth your weight in gold. Yeah, I know all that, but this isn't about that. So there's other videos, and then so that's happened. Certificate of birth. Fast forward now, everyone's gone, everything's good. Got out of the hospital. You leave the hospital with a discharge sheet now. Me and Andy saw this when we was involved in little baby Alfie Evans, Alderhay, Fracas, BS, whatever that was. I can't go too much into that, but we saw there evidence of live birth being given to the mums. Mums, if you're on the channel and you're watching, you've got your paperwork you get now when you have a son or daughter, and you're born a son or a daughter. and you get a discharge sheet which says record of live birth. Now record goes to where? Remember, the sea, the boat people. So record of live birth after you've had the certificate of birth. So the certificate of birth is first, and then discharge, mum and dad, baby, with the sheets, and that now comes with record of live birth. Everyone's gone home, everybody's good. 2 to 4 weeks later, something like that, 6 weeks, 2 months, there is a maximum. See Hugh Grant and registration of his son or daughter, and others that haven't registered. There is a time limit, or there's a fine from the legal establishment to pay. All right, it's not a crime that you don't register. It's like if you go to and I'm sorry to compare it to an inanimate object such as a bus, a truck, a van, an iron horse, private property, in general assets. These sons and daughters are ultimately assets to us, and we'll get into assets and trusts on another video. So your registration or failure to registrate any property is not a crime. It's an infraction, and you might be charged. All right, it's not a crime under God, under the covenant of man and God, or under any law that we know of. I know that 100%, and I can guarantee you that. So when you cause an infraction, or you get charged, or it's a distress, or it's a complaint, don't worry, it's not a problem. It is not a problem. When you break the law, is a problem. The legal system is a system that's not for man, it's for our persons, and we got mixed up with them. So we go on. Registration is not law. Filling in what comes every year from the council, that they will say if you don't fill it in, there might be a fine. Yes, that's not the law. These are for the militant combatants, namely labelled under assumptions and presumptions and public statutory constructed trusts that we've pointed out under the CQV, driving licence, passport, and all of that. And these are where we're at, and why we need you to understand this, because they're not lawful trusts, they're legal trusts, and it's a legal system, and it's the French word there, as I talk about etymology, legal, and we look at the Gaul, legal. Wow, yes, worse than crucifixion and mortgage and other such things. So don't worry about the non-registration. I'm not telling you not to register. I'm telling you in principality about the property, offspring, and how it works, and how we see it under God, covenant, yes, man, and then man made government, government made citizens, persons, employees, acts, statute, orders, bills, blah, blah, blah. We go there, and then we go there. So you register the birth, and you get your certificates out, mums and dads, everybody, and it will say there's certain fields on there of which it says name, date, date of birth, date of registration. The date of registration is when this birth certificate is actually filled out. Now notice the difference. Hospital, delivery room, certificate of birth, surname, estate. It's not capital, but it's a surname, all right? It's attached to it. It says surname. So the Sir is a title, and that's the title of the cognomen of Rome, namely the fictional estate that you'll get, given to. So then the family name is copied, cloned, crown, state-owned name. It's not yours, but it looks like yours. Certificate of birth. And then you've got the birth certificate, the point of registration. It's just like the United States of America and America, was it United States Incorporated and an incorporated United States of America. They swap it around, and just change a few things, and it's like, what? You think we're that daft, but they're different separate things. So your birth certificate at the General Registry Office, and the bondsman is where the claim of right is handed over to the bondsman. Your claim of right is what you should get by your diminutive, I've got to choose my words so carefully. It's what your divine, your unalienable rights are given to you by the Creator. So is this world, plane, existence of ours and our rights. And so therefore they don't get taken away or robbed from us. They get tricked from us. And you have worth your weight in gold. You due land. There is a lot we could talk about on here. But again, that's another video. If you know what you know, then please you can put it on. But I'm not going to sidetrack. So the date of registration for me would be the date that my parents, or the settlors of the asset, you see, parents, legal, settlors, law, asset, child, different things. That would be the date they're there, informing the state that there's been a product delivered, because only products are delivered in the commercial realm. So you are informing, and you're doing a lot more than that, to be fair, but at this point you're doing a legal registration, and they will make an entry into a book and give you a birth certificate at a point of registration. Now, speaking of boats and water and sales and freezing assets and liquidation, get the certificate, that certificate, the birth certificate, and hold it up to the light. You'll see Golf Romeo Oscar for the United Kingdom Corporation and Trust issued certificates, General Registry Office. He's the bondsman. That bondsman working for Registrar General. Registrar General, whoa, there's the army again. There you go. You see the generals collecting up the souls, and he's trading them with, paper. Birth certificates, thou shalt not trade souls with birth certificates, and unfortunately that's what's been done. Hence the public disclaimer that's at the bottom of the birth certificate from the Crown. And we move on. All right, so we've covered their certificate of birth, and we've covered evidence of the discharge, yeah, evidence of live birth, boat, commercial, asset, yeah, record of live birth even, and then you've got birth certificate. So then we fast forward 18 years, 20 years, and David wants a bank account, and I go to the bank, and this is all from Romley now, where he says, you go to the bank and you say, I'd like an account, and he says, oh, I want some ID. Have you got anything? And you go, no. And he says, go get yourself a passport or a driving license or a birth certificate, and come back to me. So as Romley says, what we did, we went and got a certificate, a copy of it, or the original one, long or short. Generally short then is what we used for Anglo, the red short one. And then you take that to the bank, and the bank manager looks at it. He knows you're the debtor, because it contains the surname and other such things on there. And it is, as you've said in the comments, what I've seen, and some of you are very well educated now. It's amazing to see. We didn't have this 10 years ago. We didn't have this, so much 5 years ago. As we're charging £25 a seminar and so forth to get this information, no, not a prayer. We'll have a chat about it in the open and give it all, and we'll debate about it with the Egyptians, with the, Jesuits, with the sovereigns, with the sharks and the shills. We'll all just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, bank manager, certificate, debtor. You know about the monetary mechanics and the financial movement of the bankruptcy, gold insolvency, insolvency itself and bankruptcy acts, gold insolvency acts, and what else have we got here? We're a double entry bookkeeping, ledgers. Again, go watch Justinian Deception to know what we found out through textbooks, but we're fortunate enough now to have a legend like Romley come out and bring out high quality, articulate, concise publications on video format for us to go, that's what we're on about. And when you go and see someone else on about it, you're like, actually then, all right, because seeing is believing, is it not? But when we go on about it and there's lots of confusing words and you don't get anything to look at, and it's not quite as, I don't have a whiteboard, I might start using the fridge soon if Anne-Marie lets me, and we'll go over here and I'll start doing my triangles and moving around. That's coming, but not yet. So that certificate you take to the bank manager is a debtor's, certificate. It's the fictional straw man. It's got a disclaimer on the bottom in bold that says, warning, just like the V5 registration document, but there's slightly different warnings. This birth certificate says, warning, this document or certificate is not evidence of identity or to be used as evidence of identity. That's your public disclaimer from the Crown Corporation of London. As you've said before, David, yes, I have. The Crown of London resides in London. So you have the City of London, the London Corporation, and you have London itself. You have the Mayor of London, and you have the Lord Mayor. And I've covered that in a hangout that's 5 hours and 45 minutes long with myself only on this channel. Root Out the Rot is what it's called. Root Out the Rot. Oh yes. So, bank manager. Let's rewind, pause it there, we'll put a pin in it. Romley says, Go to the Bondsman General Registry Office, registrars of the United Kingdom, not to your local registry office. Call them up and you say you would like a copy of the certificate generated on the date of registration. You will have to reference a person and a date of birth, but you will have to be careful with the affixture or the annexing of the cognomen of Rome, which is what we call the surname. So when you are requesting this, I'd speak to an agent and I'd be ever so polite and I'd say that your attorney at law has asked you to call up and obtain some documentation. That's it. You're not obliged to waffle on and tell them what for and what ideas you've got. That's all short, sharp and concise, sentences, requests, requirements, wishes. And they'll say, okay, I'd like a certificate of birth, is it? And you'll be like, well, kind of. And that's how you go. A date of registration. I have the person's birth certificate here, and I'm reading from it. I do not need a copy of that. Okay, I would like a copy of the certificate. Or just say what Romley said, but you don't listen to me. I'm just telling you what I said. And in 3 weeks, if I get a copy of my person's birth certificate, and which is the debtor's certificate, I'll be sending it back and asking for a refund and saying you've made a mistake there. That's not quite what I asked for and what you said. So when I rang them up, I said that I'd like a copy of a certificate that was generated on the point of registration for my person in Rugby by my informants, the mum and dad, my father and mother. And she said, right, what is the name? And I said, David. She said, what is the full name? And I went, David, middle name, Jason. There is no surname. I want a certificate for David, and there's a middle name, Jason, that's it. And he says, and what's the date of birth? And then that would be 9th of May 78. And she went, okay then. And she says, what is the surname? I says, for my person, I have an estate and I have I'm private and I have a clan. My person's surname is, and I said, Jeremita. And she's like, okay, 1 minute please. And the line went dead. Well, quiet for 2 minutes. This was Friday morning, 8:05. I'm poised, ready to go, being into the workmanship. But before I get on that workmanship and wagons roll, I made that call. And she came back and says, right then, so let me get this straight. She says, so David, no mister, no nothing, just so David, you would like to obtain a copy of the certificate that was generated upon the XX of May, not the birth certificate, but this certificate, and this is the person's details, and blah blah blah. And I went, yes, that's right, you've got it bang on. And she goes, right, how would you like to come and get that? And I copied Romley and says, I'd like to come to the court and collect it myself in personam. And she says, that's okay, but we're in Merseyside, or St Helens, Merseyside, Liverpool. At 8, it's come back again, and it's Liverpool. And I says, okay then, that's quite a trek for me. I says, you can send it out to a care of address, and I will give you that care of address, and I will collect it from there. And she said, yes, not a problem, pay the 11 quid, be here in 3 weeks. So as far as I know, the lady was fully cognitive of my wishes, requirements and requests. She took the data and the information very well. She disappeared for a minute and a few seconds, and she came back. She confirmed details of my person, but she didn't ask me if I was my person. None of that trickery. She just had to go through a few fields of data, and then I said yes, 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 and said that is correct, you've identified it, you're in the right place, blah blah blah, Rugby, yes, 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 that's where man was born. That's what I said to her. And she says, yeah, she confirmed it. And I said, so I don't want to be getting, I do not need another copy of this certificate, what I have in my hand, and this is called the birth certificate. I said, there is a certificate of birth that is done at the point of, as I've told you just now, informed you, sorry. And I said, and this is the third certificate in the mix. So you got the 2 certificates, birth certificate, certificate of birth in play, and then you've got this one, which is when the informants, our settlers, mum and dad, parents, go to the office to go, yes, we're clearly incapable and so belligerent in our ways. We not speak Latin. We wasn't taught legalese. We wasn't taught monetary mechanics. We're at the age of majority, wobbling around like we're bloody in public military capacity when we're not. My mum and dad are honourable, like yours are, but I'll speak for mine. Honourable, pillars of the community, God-fearing souls, And so what right do you, me, our offspring, all of the wars and the battles, the battle of what we go on about the World War and commemorating the dead? What about commemorating the fact that the crown and the monastery, the monarchy, and ultimately the Vatican have creamed all of those dead men's estates? Do you know how many billions there is there? Billions in change, pocket change. Who's getting that? Yeah. I'm not going to get too political. I'm sticking to the certificate. So there you have the 3 in play. And there's 4 if you include the record of live birth. And as for the signatures of 4 and whatever you was on about there, Mandy, I'm not sure about that. What I do know is what I've I'd love a hangout with Romley. If there's any Romley links out there, please let him know that we love him and we really would like maybe Jeremita, Bonacci, Stewart and Sovereign Smith. What? We would actually break the internet then. So heavyweight hangout number 3 is it, to be arranged. Anybody else that would like to come and chat with us, like to chew the cud, we will have a heavyweight hangout I think at the weekend. Over Christmas it will go quieter, but it's our first anniversary of the .com. We've got access to possibly, looks like, Credit'or Solicitor. I just had a chat with Santos. We've got the gear in the house. I'm feeling positive and strong. The Facebook group is going to be looked at when we say group trust, but it is ultimately a group that we've made into a trust. We can say definitively we're being watched, monitored, hijacked, hacked, copied, leached. I'm not happy about it. It's looking like we're going to close the Facebook trust down. I'm not talking to Facebook till later. I should tell them first, but I haven't said for definite. But we're going fully private, and I want a purge. I said 10,000 members. That's what we're after. It's no joke. That is no joke. Look how big Facebook got within, you know, a short amount of time, and then obviously it caught on. Everything catches on. Instagram, Twitter, you know. So will SPLs. It's just a matter of time. We've manifested it. You have. How many have we got now? Let me see. Let me have a look, because it's incredible the amount of movement we've had in the last week. I don't know who's sharing, who's doing what. The testimonials are doing well for us. The documents that Kevin has put on there, the videos that we've had on chats with Sun and Moon, the documents we've got, the 3 publications of the Sovereign Masters Guild Education. I've put down the documents in the forum on there for you to have a look at, work through in order, put your comments, praise and grumble. We've made a forum for Santos, made a forum for the Creditors certificate, made a forum for the Educational Sovereign Masters Guild. I'm keeping it simple. You can see we're busy. Alas, she doesn't hardly see me. I'm not eating. You know, I'm trying to balance everything. I can't answer this phone all the time. I'm on the workmanship. 347. Wow, it was 328, 323 last Monday. So in a week, 23 plus 20 is 43. Plus 4 is 7, so 24 members in 7 days. G-Star, it's working. The beacon is on. If you haven't seen the .com, it looks a little something. You don't get that top bit at the top. That's my edit stuff. But that flashing green thing is its heartbeat. Is her, the Lady of Justice's heartbeat. Obviously, you go there. You got the Facebook link to get in. A few little shortcuts at the top, and then you've got your welcome sovereigns. That, if you haven't watched that, I suggest you get on it. Listen to the sound quality. She does make me laugh. We'll try again. Come on. Here we go.
The government. It loves you and wants to keep you safe and well. It even wants to make paying taxes, fines, and court costs easier for you. How? Well, you'll need to meet your straw man. He was born
or Dan and his data self.
Has the same name and lives in your house, but you never knew he existed. You will have even paid his parking tickets or taxes. The worst part? He's been dead from day 1. From every birth certificate, a legal personality or legal fiction.
Anyway, I'm not going to play that. I've got a sore arm, but that's on the welcome page. You don't have to be a member to look at that. Please cognise that outlay of information. This is why it's so important. So because man is bonded biblically by the Catholic house, we can prove that. Santos has helped us nail that right down. So now we can prove that and we can stand on it and we can work forward from that point. We also have the Christian faith, Catholic religion, Christian religion, mixed in with the other religions. Now Muslims, if you have a birth certificate and you are using that, you have gone against Allah, all right, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So if the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Allah are your, avenues of belief, then let me tell you now, peace and love to all of our brothers and sisters, all colours, all creeds, all sexes, all right? There's no discrimination at all from us to anyone. Not even to the government that is screwing us over. We don't want you dead. I don't want you dead. I want you to recognise the true authority, and we kick you all out and start again from scratch. We'll have to pause everything in light of Brexit. I publicly proclaim that I am one of man's representatives, diplomats and ambassadors for Sovereign Paralegals Trust Est Nunc Pro Tunc DGSS 1111. That's me. All right, I am. So if anybody in the media, parliament, government, military, any faction that is against us wants to come and have a chat, you come and find me. You would email david@splspro.com and you can put to David, I don't want no titles, I'm a private man under the God, under my covenant. We can talk about anything you want. Anything at all. Others want to join me and come by the side. I've got Andy Sovereign Smith. I don't know what position he wants. He's already an ambassador. He's already pretty much a diplomat, so I can say that about him. He's an ambassador because he stands by my side, and he's a diplomat because of what he's done. So we're looking for more, all right? You can all become diplomats and have diplomatic immunity, not a problem. You can have that within an hour, all right? After that, whether or not you want to become an ambassador, I don't know. That's to your community. That doesn't mean on an international level. It doesn't mean we're going to send you off to the, wherever, far out and war-torn, whatever, no. It just means that your community will start simple. Ones of you that are in another continent, if you decide to be an ambassador, you will be our international ambassadors. Santos, and Violet, there's two there. I'll talk to about it, and in time, I know they're busy now and he's recovering. But, this is how it works. Romley, one day, maybe. But he's already in his own right. Santos and Violet, everybody is. You are. I can't think of all the people and man's, brothers and sisters. But we need this doing. So when we make the international treaty, peace treaty, declaration, the expression of trust, and declaration of independence, peace treaty, expression of trust, diplomats and ambassadors, they need to recognise this on an international level. Much like the Yellow Vest riots in France. Nobody's come forward and said, we'll do this, and it's just a crazy little mash-up being ruled on media, and it's they're all talking on media and arranging what to do, but there's not actually a specific Yellow Vest Francais representative for that movement, which is a protest. So that's all legal. That's all legally sided. We do law, which is why we do this, and we won't go out and protest. Democracy in action is very good. It works. We like it. It can work, but we haven't got that on our side. We've been watered down. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to do it. We've become a species with amnesia. We don't know the language. We don't know how to autograph. When we're signing with the public liability, we're giving our blood away. Before it was taken, it was cut. King Herod, blood on the door, kill all the babies. What? Yes, it's happened, Spanish Armada, Inquisition. Up until the 14th century, I believe there was only one race. I'm going to leave it at that. As I've said, Spanish Armada and Inquisition. Historians in the house, let me know what you're thinking on that. You'll know what I mean. Allegedly, apparently, looking like there was only actually kind of one race. And we had the Spanish Inquisition and things happened. But government, public, it's not forward. It's not for us. Go, Vern men. Go. Vern is Italian for green, as we say, and Santos said they make the language quite easy for you to depict. Go is go, Vern is green for Italian for green, and ment is Latin for mind. Go Vern ment, go green mind. Weird, not right, not normal, not natural. Cut from the source code. Okay, so very, very serious, biblically bound and bonded. Stocks and bonds in the commercial arena, you know, you think of that money, stocks and bonds, assets. But the stocks are where the idiot went with the wooden thing and threw tomatoes at him. That'd be me in the market, and all you lot going, idiot, you've made a mistake again. You're dyslexic, ADHD, hyperactive, idiot. Jeremita, you know nothing. I'm going back to Mark Christopher Kishon. You get me, fam? That's how it goes. Stocks and bonds. Bonds, ligature, like re-lig on. Re, to do again. Lig, ligature. From the family of words that begin with lig. Like sig, signature, ligature. Oh, vocabulary, constabulary. It's too many. We need that dictionary coming soon. We need it. But anyway, let's look at your comments about the certificates and everything. It isn't me interacting as so much, but I will respect the 62 in the house tonight. That's amazing. That's because of Santos and making attention now. Monday night, nothing on, nothing's going to educate you. Oh wow, there's too many comments. Help me out. Right, Blue Man Group, out of all these comments in here, is there anything you've seen that I significant and I need to edit, comment, or you know, confirm or go on? Because I can't. I will start scanning. We're going to say hello. Cayman, new subscriber, thank you. Dominium may equal ownership, but Adam was told he would live under Satan's rule. Adam, who's Adam? Well, you mentioned a name there. Atom, A-T-O-M, Adama. Yeah, Adam. What book? What reference? Okay, where are you coming from? I'm not having a go. This is what we do when you have a chat with us. You have a chat. Hoodies. Yes, they're in. They're here. I'm doing a video tonight. I'm sending them out tomorrow. I will honour all of everything that's happened there with the donations. I have a list. They're on the .com. There's about 7 orders and 10 that I've got that are done manually. So I've got 17 to get out. I think there's 2 orders of water. I can't say anything because we're on public air here. I need to be private. But tomorrow I'll send everything out. JJ, the Famalan. I've got a few to get that I've paid in advance that were there first, and thank you for being patient. There is 200 hoodies, 200 items, 100 hoodies and 100 t-shirts, and there are possibly something like 15 bottles of colloidal silver. My mum, Julia, who was head of Derby Law University, right, she's coming over at Christmas to see the Famalan. She's told me she's having a hangout with us, and she wants to talk about what a little bastard I was when I was a youth. And there's something extra I needed to tell you. This is going to be massively incredible for me to have a hangout with my mum. And she was at Law University. She's Derby University, head of law there, not for a full 12 years, but she had 12 years at Derby Uni. You would search the lady, Julia, the Jeremita clan, and you will find articles on her over her time. And she said to me, she's really proud of the trust technology, chasing Santos, because that's what I've done. I've chased him for 3 years, to be fair. No, I haven't chased him for 3 years, but you know how it is. I've persevered, and she wants to talk to you and tell you things about me that I haven't or couldn't tell you, that she will remember. And she just said that she's watched my videos and the law and what you say and what she's found out. She told me about Lord Wolf dispute resolution. She's really good with the public side of it, where I go in and say, we're looking at this, we've got this, what do you say? And she'll go, oh yeah, like not John Peel, who was it? Somebody Peel, the Peelian police policy is Peel. Is it John Peel then? Or is he the radio DJ that died? Somebody Peel, help me out. Blue Man Group, is there any comments or questions I need to go to? I'm going to scroll through, but I just start to remember that Christmas, you've got a special gift coming. Other than those that are already on the .com, and those that join up by, when did I say, Friday the 7th of December at midnight, you will all have a lifetime membership to that domain and trust and family documents, education. Does it mean so you'll get everything for free on there? We are going to tier it up soon and start expanding again. So to say thank you, and to say we love you, and that we really appreciate the efforts. We are honourable. It says on my calendar there, it says that Friday is a 7 this week. Let me get my thing there. And midnight on that day, the 7th, is when this ends. And anybody that joins splspro.com or www.splspro.com, and the ones that are already existing is the family in the trust, you will have lifetime memberships. And I dread to think what the boys are going to say, but still. Right, I've got to make some phone calls. Things are getting off. Yeah, I've got to get off and do some other bits, but thank you all for that. I'm still going to look at the comments, and I'm still going to eat, and now it's 9 o'clock. Wow. Some good, some bad, anything. It was Robert Peel. Where did they get Bobby from? Yes, that's where they got Bobby from. Robert Peel. Bosh, there we go. Bobby. Robert Peel. And the Peelian police said, so Sajid Javid, 10 years to clean up. No, you know, we got a Peelian policy here. That's what I'm going to say to my subscribers and family. There's another little back thing that I didn't say the other day that's needed to come in. Right, if you've asked a question and you want it answering, or you've got something you're not sure about, please retype it and I'll go through and say hello to JJ, yeah, Angela, Magnetic Conscious, thank you for joining. Zaire, yes, assalamu alaikum brother, peace and love, ciao. Sandy 123, Angela only, hello. Lots of new names there. Oh sorry, Angela, and you've written only, sorry Angela. Menza, how we doing? Jack's fan link from Sandy. Alright, nice one. John Peel, well done, Lev. That's it then. No, your John Peel was a DJ. Robert, it's definitely Robert, because that's where Bobbies come from. The nickname Bobbies after Robert. The stuff we know. You know what I mean? Working and driving a skip wagon, and I clean mould off for council tenants in Birmingham. Help us to help you, Lord. I want to answer the phone. I want to be sit there making documents, going to courts, making judges, you know, quiver with what you're saying, and I'll stand there ready to be the Mackenzie friend or somebody appointed from the trust in an agency capacity. We'll be there, north, south, east, west. Internationally, it will be kind of hard. We'll have to have them glasses with video microphone link up where we could be going, right, now what you need to do is, and then when you've done that, they'll all be huddling up in the corner going, prosecution to the judge, 1 minute. Turning off the mics and that. Okay then. And they all come back and they're like, it's just gone off over there. I'm sure all mics need to be on in the courthouse. Yes, but these don't work at the front. What do you mean they don't work? Games. They're over. It's finished. Sorry to get passionate. You know it. If you've been down there and you've tried to have a little go, you know what I'm on about. Hippie, happy, hobo. What? That is one of the best screen names you could ever have. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Hippie, happy, hobo. Until tomorrow. I would like to know if you should sing your name in a letter to the police or courts. You mean sign, don't worry. Sign your name in a letter. We write notices and we claim. If you write a letter, you would sign it. If you make a notice, you would autograph it. Thumbprints, identity. Yes. Don't forget the sovereign identity that's at the .com for you to have a look at. We haven't finished with that yet. So letters to a court, no. Notices to a court, yes. Statements of truth, affidavits, notices, yes they are. Thumbprints, autograph. Answers no. Thank you for that. Magnetic Conscious. Better late than never. Sig sign, yeah, you got that. Signature, which is sigil. Spell casting. Okay, dings, tidings, ding. Santa Claustrum, who knew about that? 33 vertebrae. Mary and Joseph. Jesus going to the top. There's a cross at the top of the spine. That's the crucifix. He sits there for 3 days. After 3 days, he goes up the thing, the spine. He goes into the cerebrum. Abraham, Sarah, Abraham, cerebraham. What? You're telling me? I know. And then into the pineal. At that point, becomes the Christ-like consciousness. Whoa, that just melted me. all like, whoa, what? Help me. That was said to us on Sun and Moon. If you go to Sun and Moon channel, there's a Santos Bonacci video there where he last was on, I think, a public broadcast, and yeah, he said that, and I remembered it, and I had to ask him again, and this is what it's all about. This is where the magic is. We've had stuff hidden, very, very much so. So, questions or anything, I'm going to get off because I need to eat. I hope you've enjoyed the certificates and all of the certificates and what order they come in and why and whom does them and what effect they have. You will find similar information, if not the same, on the let me think, on Romley's channel as well. We did have this before in SPLs, but we didn't have anything to you know, to reference it to other than our research and our due diligence. So please, there's 2 channels there that Romley does. Glosser, the Glosser channel, Blue Man, please link, and then if you haven't, yeah, and then Cognizance, Ledger, Bait, Name, Hierarchy. There's loads on Justinian Deception. Get it done. Have a watch on my channel. Sheffield Massive. I'm going to go live and let you know when I'm about, and you will be seeing me, and we'll have a tea or something and a chill for an hour. I'll pick up Matthew, Pob, aka, and it's on. I want mine sent by pigeon. JJ, that's why we love you. Not long here, Dave, so you can't. Not long got here, Dave, so you can't say. All right, yeah, no problem, Menza, thank you. Believe or be in love with. Idea. Well, I'll look at these later. Really, thank you very much, Mickey Finn. Oh, we live as one family. We live as one family. First book of Adam and Eve. We'll go on this later on. I used to live in Derby, Gerrard Street. I know it as well. Wow, small world. Yeah, Adam, Atom, Alpha and Omega. Okay, so it goes like this. In my mind, it doesn't go like this, but in David's head, autumn. Listen to Santos when he says all is autumn. Not autumn the month, but autumn. Autumn, atom, autonomous, autonomous, autonomy. Let me think on the train. Autumn, atom, Adam, Adama, mother. It's going back. You see, you've got Hebrew, Sanskrit, cuneiform, all these different types. Egyptian, Greek, Latin. That what? See what I mean? So you've got to bear with. Then you've got the green emerald tablets of Thoth. I still haven't read them all. I have, but not on here. I'm going to delete the previous videos we've done, and I'm going to have a hangout with you, possibly on a Saturday night around about Christmas when I'm off for 2 weeks, and we're going to go all things Thoth. But first, this bit. This is what we're in with. So, yeah, autumn, autonomous. What was I telling you about that? What was the comment? The authority, how it goes, and yeah, atom, alpha, omega. So Adam, atom, autumn. It goes to Nubian. When we go Nubian, before Nubian, yeah, we also look at a guy called Michael Tellinger, Messages from the Desert, or something like that. He's done some new videos. I think it's on Zohar channel or some channel with Z in it, Zohar, so whatever. They're excellent. And also a guy called Billy Carson. Wow, he's like a black guy, he's a black version of me. I've said it before. He speaks fast, he's got passion, he's got a lot of insightfulness, and he just goes on one. He runs so many groups. He's got the biggest Anunnaki group on Facebook, Billy Carson. Yeah, he's an amazing soul, he really is. Yeah, that's where these things come from, and Tellinger will back it up, Bonacci will back it up, Jeremita will back it up, Tellinger, and any others that you can think of, let alone Stewart and Glosser. The cross is opened, is an open box where someone got out. Right, come on. Yes, what you do there is you get a square, 3D, and you imagine you had a paper square, and you open that way, and that way. You'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares down the middle, and you'd have a square there and a square there from the side, yeah, and then the rest would wrap round. So what you effectively get is, we'll do it this way: 1, 2, 3, 4 squares that way, and then at the second square down, Yeah, square 1 is on its own. Square 2 is a row of 3 that way, and then another square and another square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and then them 2 on square number 2. See, bosh, yeah, I get that. It's very nice. I don't say it's not, but I'm not saying it's right or wrong. All I'm saying is, let's chat. We've been hoodwinked, biblically bonded by the Catholic Church, and man is being fake news. Trump, fake news. Oh yeah, fake news. Well, you give fake lives. We'll talk about that in Congress on Capitol Hill, will you? Honestly, so thank you, subscribers, the 50 days. It's been an excellent chat. I will be back soon. I have got to sleep, eat, you know, and everything else. So sorry, hoodies and t-shirts, bear with. We're men under God, know that. We're not here to rip you off, make fun of you, lie to you, cheat to you, hoodwink you, or anything. We are the same. I am you, you are me. And there's lots of good happening, all right? Thank you very much. Stop it, JJ. You make a mistake. You're getting your hoodie last, all right? I'm going to see what you've ordered, and well, what you've ordered, what you've donated and requested in reply, you know, for that. You see, that's another thing. We could have just set up a fund, right, and said we've got a trust, blah blah blah. We'd like some funds, and left it at that. And then you give the funds, and you think, I hope he does well. I hope he doesn't do what the rest do. I hope he doesn't embezzle it. I hope he doesn't get caught having sex with the vulnerable ones that he's claiming to help. Oxfam. Oxfam. Sorry. Other such organisations that take your money and lie to you. Give us your money. I think it started in about 1986 for me. Bob Geldof. Me and Matt were saying in Sheffield, give us your money. They're still starving now, mother trucker. What you been doing? So, you give a donation, there's a risk. We know this. I know this. So, you give a donation, and we have no funds, and these hoodies and t-shirts have been bought with private, different money. So that's different, separate, testamentary proof that non-commercial, private agreements have happened and assets have been acquired privately. Now you give their private this side, you give your donations this side separately through the, I know it's PayPal, we need to work on this, it's getting there. Crypto kids, help me to help you. Crypto kids, we need a chat, please. Call out to the universe for a big red Sovereign Smith truck and some crypto kids and a benefactor. But yeah, you give a donation, and to say thank you and to give you something back for the money, we give you a t-shirt or hoodie. Then should you ever want to go, and yeah, I'm going to wear one next video. I'm so busy I can't even open one to put one on for me. And next video, yeah, I was going to say something and I forgot. I'll wear one, yeah, I'll have one on, that's definitely. So yeah, you get the donation in, we give you something, that's as best as we can make it. Anybody moaning about £12 donation for the .com, that's cheap, you know. I've just offered lifetime memberships now, so you won't be moaning now, will you? £12 for that, work out pence a week, a fraction of a penny per week. So those of you that join this family and trust on SPOspro.com by midnight, Friday the 7th of December, you're with us for life. It's a life sentence. And anybody else, it's back to normal. Thank you very much. Peace and love. I will catch up on the comments later. Jonesy, don't worry, brother. Lots of love to you all. Thank you. Salutations. The workmanship is getting sunk by the SS Sovereign very shortly. There's nothing else to say. I've said too much. I speak too much. Ciao bello. Peace and love, my Sovereign subscribers.